Wait. Wait. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Hello. It's Wednesday. Hello, Wednesday. It's good to see everybody in there. We've got some folks in the chat already. This is so exciting to me. Thank you, as always, for joining. It's Wednesday. It's Instruction Derby. Hey, it's Nick. But most importantly, Flashback 64 Pod, it's you. Maeve Chan, it's you. Darren Hupke, it's you. It's so good to see all y'all in there. I made some major technical progress since the last episode, where I didn't have the docked chat up, so I couldn't actually engage with it. Now we're here. And one thing that I'm going to call drop an F in chat is something paid streams. Well, as a reminder, I accidentally signed up for Twitch affiliate tools, not knowing that it would lock me into them and require me to use them. So now, as Darren Hupke's pointing out, there are rules to how I engage with chat. I think I need to start saying chat more, for one, right? Like, that's kind of table stakes. I got to say chat. How are you doing, chat? How is chat doing today? Is chat doing it? Oh, you refer to us as, yes. So you are chat. You are chat. I am host. Fellow Twitch affiliates. We have a number of Twitch affiliates in chat right now. We also have a dog. You want to say hi, Noodles? Hi. He's like, I don't want to say hi. So yes, F Space Astrocat is here. Welcome. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. It is weird how F is a sign of respect in chat. But if you say the F word to somebody, it is oftentimes considered rude and crude. And that's not the attitude that we like to bring to chat. But can I call the concept of chat still? Darren Hupke held a message. The automod held a message for a reason. Aggression. Allow will post it to chat. I'm allowing it. Nick McConnell added permitted term. F you. Maybe that can be how we celebrate over here. This is no longer a child-friendly channel. Kids are unfortunately not going to be able to enjoy the thing they love the most, video game manuals from 20 to 30 years ago. So sad news to all the young kids, to all the tweens who otherwise love the content, can't get enough of Nintendo 64 manuals, can't get enough of the PlayStation, the Super Nintendo, and everything else around it. So that is sad news. But we have new permitted terms, which is good news. So congrats to chat. Thank you to chat. And it's so good to see everybody. Music today, of course, as always, in the background is brought to you by our good friend Andrew Elmore. You can find his music over at satellitesound.com. And I don't know when the next, what's it called? Bandcamp Friday is that what we call it? Bandcamp Friday is, but that's a great time to go buy the music. The music is fantastic. And also, I'd like to apologize. There we go. I'm doing it for the ads. It feels weird, actually. I'm doing this and it doesn't feel good to sort of just be, hello? Hands? Is it cool when I do that? This is getting weird real fast. Sorry for the ads. So anyway, yes, to get back to that, I signed up for affiliate, and apparently it means that there's ads. I have set it to the lowest amount possible. You can set it to like 30 seconds per 60 minutes. So hopefully that's all that y'all are getting. If not, please let me know. And if the ads are really impossible, let me know. Maybe I can, I don't know, delete my account and start over. I don't like it. My dog's trying to get off my lap, so hold on for 1 second. I don't think he likes the content of the show so far. Bear with me. Hold on. Listen to the music. Noodles is leaving. Here. Say goodbye, Noodles. Goodbye, Noodles. Bye. We love it. Mwah. We're going to kiss Noodles on stream. Is that okay? You can't tell whether he likes it or he hates it, but he gets it. He gets the hugs and he gets the kisses. All right, buddy. Enjoy it. He's going to go upstairs and eat some plants, probably. and screw up some electronics. So we'll see which ones he chooses today. Speaking of electronics, before we get into the manuals, I want to note some cool games, and there will be a game giveaway at the end of the show today. I'm feeling a little keyed up today. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the extra coffee. Maybe it's the ongoing effects of a migraine that I've had for about 3 days. The migraine gives me the temporary superpower of being able to have a ton of energy when I'm in front of my computer talking to somebody. So I might be extra keyed up as a result, and I will feel absolutely terrible the moment this stream is done. So games, video games, they're great. I will be giving out a copy of Death's Door, which is by developer Acid Nerve, published by Devolver Digital. Obviously, this is not an official promotion, anything like that. I just happen to have an extra code, and I really like this game. So stick around. Stick around to the end of the show. Come hell or high water. Drop a few fuck yous in the chat if you'd like to, and we will be able to get rolling on our way to a free copy of Death's Door on Steam, which is fantastic. Darren Hupke loves that game. I do too. Honestly, like, that game is way up there in the pantheon of sort of like games that are like I don't even know what you'd call it. It's sort of like a Zelda-ish. Maybe that's just the sort of viewpoint, but it's like a little bit of Metroidvania search action where you have to kind of like open up areas. Anyway, it's fantastic. Oh, they also did Titan Souls. Titan Souls is also very good. Adventure game. The combat is fantastic. It feels great, and the game just looks amazing. Great character design too. So if you're interested, stick around. Maeve Chan, also, I still have a game that I owe you from a while back. So please, let's make sure that we actually do that, because that's been quite some time. But in terms of video games, I don't know. There's been some weird bad news going on in the world. So let's focus instead on burying our heads in the sand a little bit and enjoying things while we can, because they're so great. I have been playing a number of games, the biggest of which has been Splatoon 3. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's from a company called Nintendo. It's a small developer out of Japan. Kyoto, I believe, and they are they make some very interesting types of games. Splatoon, though, is fantastic. My kids have gotten really into Splatoon. So if you have young kids who haven't yet really grasped the intricacies of 3D movement, especially like third-person controls, maybe even first-person controls, Splatoon is amazing, because as it turns out, the multiplayer games, it doesn't matter really what you do. You can kind of look down at the ground the whole time and just paint around you. This has captured my kids' attention. So the Switch 2 is no longer mine. It's theirs. They're playing some Splatoon 3. Fantastic game. I've also been playing, and I will note this, that I have been playing a game called Flora and Fang. I was given a code. I'm fortunate enough that the folks at Flynn's Arcade, the publisher, gave me a code for a game called Flora and Fang, which is sort of like a Donkey Kong 3, I guess. Level based. You go through. You've got your little weird spray thing, and instead of spraying Donkey Kong on his beehole, I guess, can we say beehole in the chat? Chat, can we say beehole? Do I have to approve that term, beehole? So you spray Donkey Kong in the beehole, but this is mostly like bugs come down, you spray them, you bump them. The levels get really difficult. It's a very cool game. I did get the code for free, but I'm not saying this because I got it for free. I actually think it's quite a neat game. It's not going to be for everybody. It's very difficult, and it is sort of very much its own thing, but I do like Donkey Kong 3, so if you like it, it's worth picking it up or checking it out at the very least. It comes out on Switch tomorrow, I think. Flora and Fang. Pipistrello. I'm just here to like highlight games that I like for a moment, so I hope please bear with me. Pipistrello and The Cursed Yo-Yo from Pocket Trap is the developer. I think I'm doing this off the top of my head. Is the developer PM Studios. Full disclosure, I'm friends with the guy who runs PM Studios, but again, this is totally separate. I got this one on my own. And it is like a Zelda-like, and it has fantastic art, great music. It rules. It's so good. It's so good, and I hope more people play it. So Pipistrello and The Cursed Yo-Yo, and then finally, To a T, which is Keita Takahashi's game where you play as a T-posing boy or girl. I guess it's kind of up to you. And you go on nice, friendly little adventures in your nice, friendly little village. And the game has lots of really good vibes. It's very positive. It's very funny. It's very gentle. and I like it quite a bit for all those reasons. It's just very much its own thing, and I like it. It's on. This is unpopular to say right now, maybe, but it is on Game Pass. So if you do have Game Pass, as I do, and I don't necessarily know how I feel about doing that still, but it's there. So check it out, I suppose. Anyway, that's it. This was my attempt to not do the thing that I've done in recent streams where I've just started to say, the bad things that are happening in the world. So let me know in the chat how it felt to talk about video games a little bit instead of current events, which we are all aware are happening all the time. So for my own mental health today, we're going to pop into some manuals. And we're going to pop into one manual first, the bigger of the two, the longer of the two manuals, potentially even the most relevant to today's political climate. I said I wouldn't do it, but here we are. We're going to look at Atari's Area 51 for the arcade and specifically for the Sega Saturn. The light gun shooting game with aliens, I guess. It was Atari. I kept thinking it was Midway, but it's Atari. So let's check it out, I guess. Drop an F in the chat if you like games. I'm going to drop an F in the chat right now. Thank you. Okay. Let's watch a little bit of gameplay here. How about that? I'm going to pause the music. Yeah. Some good acting coming up.
Come on! Stay low!
That guy's cool. So you can tell there's some good stuff going on here. Psychok Dasali, welcome. You're 21 now. Happy birthday today. Happy birthday. So you know, this is the game. Let's take a look later, see where things go. Sorry about all the flashing, by the way. I have a little story about this game. Anyway, I think we get the idea. I think that we get the idea. My little brief story about the game is just that when I went to college, I graduated from San Francisco State on the west side of San Francisco, and occasionally we would go to a bar in a nearby neighborhood, West Portal. And this bar was just sort of a dive bar, but it had Area 51. And at the time, Area 51 was relatively new. And I remember standing there, and one of my professors, because it was like one of those things where, like, the professors would go along. It was the broadcasting department, and one of my professors, who was an older man, saw this game playing in that arcade and just stood at it for like 10 minutes, and then turned around and said, "This is so realistic. These graphics are so realistic." And he was blown away by the fidelity of the graphics in Area 51. So if anybody from this game is watching, from making this game is watching, you have a fan in one of my college professors 20 or so years ago. So congrats. Also congrats to Psychok Dasali in chat, as we learned to say today. Happy birthday, 1st of July. So you're about a week in to your 21st year. Congratulations on that. I hope that it was a fun time. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out, as always. And we're going to read a little bit about the military-industrial complex. So looks like this guy right here has received a gigantic boost in funding in the most recent reconciliation bill. So congrats to him. Not so much to the rest of us, but we're going to read a lot, I think, today. So I'm just going to settle on in. The reason that I decided to do this manual was because when I popped in and took a quick look, I noticed that the main guy's name was G I Love War, which I think is says everything that we need to know. So, from the Department of National Defense, Star Division, Lieutenant General G. I Love War, Commanding Officer. So here we go. Time to read a manual. What you are about to read is a confidential file drafted 3 days ago. Would you like me to zoom in? Let me know if you can see it a little bit better here, folks. That's too much. Well, whatever. What you are about, I just have to remember to actually lower the screen. What you are about to read is a confidential file drafted 3 days ago. It was recently emailed to an unknown source in the CIA and has found its way into our hands. The origins are unknown at this time, but it is believed that it originated at a secret military base known as Area 51. I feel like my voice is probably popping. Let me know if it's bad. Yeah. G.I. Love War. Yeah, G.I. Love War is a better. Space Astrocat has some pretty good feedback for the manual here. It should have been G.I. G.I. Love War. So missed opportunities off the bat, but I appreciate what they're going for. The origins are unknown at this time, but it is believed that it originated at a secret military base known as Area 51. This base is so top secret that officially it does not exist. I'm going to bring the voice down just a little bit more again because my mic's being all over the place. Area 51 is located in a remote valley 90 miles outside of Las Vegas. It is one of the most well-guarded bases in the world. Rumors and eyewitness accounts also suggest the base harbors a deeper, more secret purpose. Secret biological testing has been reported, as well as experiments on alien bodies taken from a spacecraft which crashed near Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. Over the course of the last 48 years, the base has become overrun with mutating alien creatures, and all contact has been lost. I like this hasn't happened at once. This is kind of like a slow drip over the last 48 years. You would think at some point they would have been able to put a stop to this. Oh, it took 48 years of sort of just like slowly mutating alien creatures taking over. Security around the base is so critical and tight. So tight. Damn, dog. That it isn't handled by the military. Instead, it is contracted out to a privately run military force. We got ripped from the headlines. We now know that this force and all of its weaponry has also been overtaken. The invasion has not taken place from the air. Instead, an alien infection has spread out from the underground laboratory area to other parts of the base. The infection brings forth 3 separate, very painful stages of a gruesome alien transformation, where the human body is used as an incubator to grow a new combination of human and alien DNA. The product of this alien transformation is now our enemy. Refer to The Enemy, page 16 of this document, for photos and details on the 3 mutation stages. This file was obviously crafted by a trained soldier during the last hours of his life. It describes a detailed method of invading the base. That's sort of how it feels to work on a video game prior to launch. You're a trained soldier during the last hours of your life, and you're putting together a manual. It describes a detailed method of invading the base to attempt an extermination of the alien presence. Follow the instructions given in this document to the letter. Portions of the text have been edited by Star for specific purposes. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Good luck. G.I. Love War. Very cool. Your mission. Your gear is strapped on, your gun is loaded, and now you're ready to clean house. As soldiers on the Strategic Tactical Advanced Alien Response, or STAR team, you have been trained to deal with this exact situation. Your assignment is to penetrate the security of the airbase and eliminate all threats of the deadly alien infection that has spread throughout the base. You can't trust any base personnel. You must assume that all of them have been exposed to alien infection. The personnel may act in a hostile manner and may mobilize the base's resources against you. Star Command has already sent extra supplies that you'll need to the base. These have been airdropped in and can be found scattered throughout the base along the route you'll be taking. As you infiltrate the base, you'll move through various hangars, rooms, and areas outside. Shoot anything that moves, but be careful not to hit other Star team members. So shoot anything that moves, except for these guys, I guess. So top secret. It's nice of them throughout all this, despite all this chaos and violence, that they have still seen fit to show you how to set up your Sega Saturn system, which is a weird thing to do. But thank you, G. I Love War. He maybe just thinks, when your mission is accomplished, you can come home and play some Nights into Dreams on your Sega Saturn. So here you go. Make sure to bring this dossier back home with you after you've rescued Area 51. Look at this awful controller. Sega Saturn controller. One of the worst. We love arcade guns, though. It's the only kind of gun I love. Battle selection. We're going to skip on through. Very nice of the soldier in his final hours to put all of this together. Gore, you can turn this option off for no blood. The default, of course, is on. Darren Hupke loves that Saturn controller. We disagree. But that's okay. That's what we should be able to live in a society where we can disagree nicely. That's what I say. So I disagree, but I would fight to the death your right to say it about the Saturn controller. You got primary targets. The obvious targets are the chronomorphs and zombies, but you are under orders to shoot many other items. Study these items carefully before you begin. Power-ups, of course, absolutely. Barrels. Yellow barrels are scattered throughout the base. These are favorite places for the zombies, hiding places, so shoot as many as you can. They explode and take out anything in proximity. That sounds right. Ammo crates. The zombies haven't played a lot of video games, so they did not know about barrels yet. They would know now, though. Ammo crates, locked ammo crates are found all over the base. Shoot them open to recover grenades or extended ammo clips. Windows. This is a simple order. See a window? Shoot it. Windows unlock secret rooms and add to your streaks. Shoot windows in vehicles and in rooms. A simple order. Shoot those windows. Fire extinguishers, shoot them when you can. The force of the explosion will take out an alien close by. It will not, however, kill the purple chronomorphs. So, not all that helpful. Paintings. I know this sounds strange. I know this sounds strange. Just trust me. But you are under orders to shoot the paintings, too. For some reason, they may give you grenades or access to secret rooms. That's good. I don't know, man. Machinery. They seem to have used the same photo as the windows, but maybe you can find some machinery through windows. Destroy all computer equipment and any other items on desks and tabletops. We need to cut off access to their contact to the outside world. I like that they give you a reason for that one. Nothing to me is better than paintings. I know this sounds strange. Rank, accuracy, kills, streaks, shots, damage, total score. The Star Team. Are y'all up for a brief history of the Star Team? Formed in 1958 at the height of the Cold War, the creation of the Special Tactical Advanced Alien Response, or STAR Team, was a direct response to the threat of armed alien invasion. In the years after World War II, as U.S. and USSR pilots continuously set new high-altitude and performance records, an increasing number of strange aircraft sightings were reported near the boundary of Earth's stratosphere. Most of these were written off to the extreme effects of high-altitude navigation, which can cause hallucination and grayouts, often causing pilots to see light. Some of these pilots, though, were adamant in their beliefs that there was something else, quote, out there, unquote, in space watching us. A Star Point team has also been dispatched for the assault on Area 51. The team's soldiers wear bright blue and are clearly marked with the star on their uniform. Do not slip up and shoot them. Friendly fire costs lives. Do not slip up. Star troops wear blue uniforms with white star labels on the back. Avoid shooting them. The enemy. The chronomorphs were designed to accept quickly and rapidly the latest weapons codes that the Kron geneticists have developed. I don't know who any of these people are, but I guess we'll find out. As a result, they are hotbeds for fast DNA assimilation and replication, accepting DNA into their systems and using the information in a matter of days or even hours. They are creatures that can adapt to their environment with rapid speed, adopting the best traits of the various species around them. Still, for all of their genetic abilities, the Kron scientists have kept the chronomorphs deliberately stupid, and they have remained that way, obeying the orders of the Kron masters, as if they were a strange combination of warrior and mind-controlled slave. Study these profiles closely. You'll know these creatures when you see them, but you'll need to know this background information before going in. You got this guy over here who looks to be about 6 feet tall, nice 5'11", although he's not really standing all the way straight up. When we measure my kids, we have them stand straight up against the wall. So he's not doing that. So I'm putting him at about 6'3". You could make a point guard in the NBA if he learned a 3-point shot. He's a zombie in Metamorphosis, Stage 1. Human flesh turns gray and begins rotting from the body, drooping into large folds. An alien larva begins growing within the body, roughly taking the shape of the human skeleton. Sounds cool. Unknown, no picture here. Metamorphosis Stage 2. We have word of mouth reports about Stage 2, but no documentation or pictures. Word of mouth with no documentation is how is sort of just the day-to-day at work. Quite often about things. We call that institutional knowledge. It is a short, very painful transitional stage where the alien literally explodes out of the incubating human sac. It's a good description for video game development as well. Because of the rapid speed of genetic replication, the host body needs a large source of raw bioplasma. And at this stage, the mutants, must feed voraciously. In addition to being replicatory hosts, humans are also a source of food. Reports have come in about a room called the Chow Palace, where Stage 2 aliens may have been sighted. We can't confirm this information at this time. Friendier, yep, that's right, McMahon. Friendiers are key to the video game industry, and it sounds like friend DNAs are key to Metamorphosis Stage 2 as the aliens eat their friends in the Chow Palace. So hopefully we'll find out more about the Chow Palace. It's good to see you, McMahon, by the way. Thank you for coming in. Metamorphosis Stage 3. Stage 3 is the full-blown alien stage. They're teenagers now. The alien is heavily armored and extremely fast and can grow bioplasma weapons from its own flesh. Cool. These include a plasma-based particle beam and hardened calcium carbonate projectiles. The alien has one large eye in the center of its head, which can project light as well as scan terrain for heat patterns. Two smaller eyes in the middle of the head monitor our conventional light spectra. Aliens feed through a large mouth in the center of the chest, assisted and protected by 6 functional arms that fold over when not in use. I smell a weak point. Reports have surfaced about purple chronomorphs that can withstand multiple rounds of fire. Pump some lead into these guys, and they should go down. Now, this guy, also not standing fully straight up, only seems to be about 8 feet tall, I would have thought, given how tall this dude was. He's standing real cool with his weapons, that he'd be taller, but no such luck. Quick and particularly lethal, saving the planet. We wish we had an answer to this one. We do have a report, see attached images, that there is an alien spacecraft somewhere on the base. We suggest you destroy all alien beings, then concentrate on destroying that ship, if it exists. You'll only have your guns to work with, so make every shot count. So there we go. Outgoing classified message. I love to read an OCM around lunchtime on Wednesdays. Lieutenant General G.I. Love War is there on 28th of August 28, 1996. Weird to me that this military base seems to have been based in Europe. Here in America, we would say August 28, but that's for your eyes only. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on. Is this is like an Xbox Live? This is before Xbox Live gamer tags, but that's what that looks like to me. So here you go. Unidentified alien spacecraft rumors to be within facility perimeter. Terminate alien beings, first priority. Search and destroy vessels, secondary priority. CC Dr. Cook and CC Major Rowe. There we go. There's a lot going on in here. I don't know how much I can read about this, but you'll get to read about things. If you do well in this suicide mission, the history books will regard you as a hero for eternity. Following a heroic mission, you may enter your name in the books. Here's how. And so you shoot the words. And there we go. That appears to be the manual for Area 51. I got to be honest, that is a heck of a manual. Congrats and thanks to the folks at Atari. This was beautifully done. 20 pages of a heck of a lot of stuff. So my God, thank you to Midway. Let's read some credits. The producer was Ken Humphreys. The test supervisor was Mike Cruz. The lead tester was Rob Reininger. We have testers. We're getting testers off the bat here. That's how you know this is a good manual. Todd Papey, Chris Thornton, Jesse Meza, Pablo Buitrago, and Randy Slavsky. Print and production, I suppose the folks we can thank for this very manual right here, Debbie Austin, Sean Murphy, Dave Young, and John Mangeluzzo. Sorry, John. I hope I did that. Mangeluzzo. I hope that was the right pronunciation. I'm sorry about that. Special thanks to Brian Fritz, Bill Hindorf, Howard Lair, Tona Hess, and Kirby Fong, from GT Interactive. The CoinOp team was produced by Rob Rowe, programmed by Charlie Grisafi, game design Mike Holly, art and design Steve Caterson, video Brent England, lead technician Daryl Robinson, stop motion animator Jody Burgess. That's right, Jody Burgess. That's kind of cool. Stop motion animator. I don't know if Jody Burgess was involved in anything else, but that's right. This game did have a fair amount of stop motion animation, which is cool as hell. Product manager Daryl DePriest, audio and music Gene Parson and Michael Stein, and hardware engineer Brian McKee. Mesa Logic. We got Tantalus Entertainment, Perfect Entertainment. We've got producer Colin Fwidge and quality assurance Matt Stamps. From Tantalus Entertainment, our quality assurance was John Soki. There we go. And Andrew Bailey was technical director. I'm sort of just bouncing around there. For your eyes only, we see it again. They love this. They love this, don't they? If you are in need of help, you can call Midway at 903-874-2683, or you could just go visit them. Over in Texas. This is not the Chicago Midway we all know and love, but if you live near Corsicana, Texas, I presume they're still there waiting to receive your questions about Area 51 on the Sega Saturn. So, congrats. Thank you. We have one more manual to read today, and I'm going to give a shout out. The reason I'm reading this manual, which is Fighter Destiny 2, not Fighters Destiny 2, Fighter Destiny 2, which drops the plural possessive form of the first one. It is no longer in the genitive form. It is now in the nominative form for whatever reason. Fighter Destiny 2. I'm reading this because I was listening to the most recent episode of the Flashback 64 podcast, a great show that if you aren't listening to, you should listen to, where they go chronologically through the Nintendo 64 library. They had NBA in the Zone 98, I forget which one it is, and also Fighter's Destiny. And I was like, this game sounds outstanding. This game sounds very funny. I'm going to read the manual. And then at the end of the episode, I believe it was Goo said that there's not much in the manual about any of the characters. So yeah, so I took a look at it. It's kind of weak, no character bios, and I thought all hope was lost. But all hope was not lost. Hope was, in fact, found, because the manual for Fighter Destiny 2 appears to be almost nothing but character bios, and we're going to read all about them after we watch a brief moment of gameplay now. I think. Zycat. Turn this up a little bit. An Imagineer. And Opus Corp. This is how you're gonna get a lot of pre-roll, I suppose, here. Opus Corp. And Genki. Who else? No Konami. No Konami on this release. Fighter. I know what the letters are. Spoiler. Fighter Destiny 2. Yeah. Counter, judge, knockdown, ring out, special, throwdown. I'm always saying that when I'm talking about fighting games. Counter, timeout, ring out. No. What is this? I don't want to see Space Armada. I don't have anything against it. I don't know what it is, but I'm not. No. We're here. And there's the cow. Of course, you get to play as a cow. So you can tell that this game has a lot going on. I'm going to scooch forward just a bit.
Destiny 2.
Wait. It's going to be hard to scoot. This is a long video. I just want to hear the guy say it. I think there's some good voice acting, is my guess. Here we go.
Fighter Destiny 2.
Fighter Destiny 2.
Ready? Fight! Fighter Destiny 2.
I want to... There's one sound effect that happens in this video that I want to get... I want to get like as like a soundboard thing. We'll watch this for just a second. Got some good 3D models. I do like this era of 3D models.
Let's go! Fighters, take your positions.
Okay.
Ready? Fight!
I saw they said something cool earlier.
All right, this is gonna be wild.
That's
Ready?
Do I go back?
Fight!
Oh no.
Yes! Wow! Hey!
Sorry about that.
Come on, let's do.
Here we go. Okay.
All right, this is gonna be wild.
All right. This is gonna be wild.
Fight! Yes! Wow! Hey!
Yes.
Come on, let's do it! Hey! Yes!
Yes.
Good job! Hey!
Good job.
Good job!
Good job.
Come on!
Come on.
Hey!
This game has
Come
too
on,
much.
let's do it!
This game has too much
5,
riz.
4,
To be honest.
3, 2, nothing to lose. 1. Time's up. Judges score. Win 1 point.
Cool. Let's see another level. I like the graphics.
Win 3 points.
It's like surprisingly smooth.
Ready? Fight! Come on! Excellent move! Come on! Yes!
Yes.
Watch out!
Cool. Ooh, amusement park versus Pierre.
Take your positions.
I screwed up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... Ready? Fight!
Pierre rules.
Hey!
I love it.
Player 2 critical. Keep going. Win 3 points.
So I think we get the point. I think we get the point, and the point is that this game is outstanding. I think we can tell that this game is outstanding. So, Fighter Destiny 2. I know what I want to play after this, after work at least. I'm going to go up to my Mister, and I'm going to want to play some of that. My phone is ringing, but I'm not answering it because we're hanging out. So, let's read about Fighter Destiny 2. Fighter Destiny 2. I tried to look up why they changed the name. My assumption is that it has something to do with like rights ownership, because Konami published the first one in the States. South Peak published this one, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of through line. So my guess is that Konami had the rights somehow or whatever to Fighter's Destiny, and then South Peak couldn't get that, so they changed the name a little. That's my guess. I can't seem to find anything about it. If anybody knows anybody who worked at South Peak in the Nintendo 64 era, I would love to talk to them. I would love to ask. And part of the reason for that is because this manual, I think, is actually quite neat. At least I enjoy this. I enjoy the character and the characters that it throws in front of us, but there are no credits. And Moby Games doesn't actually have any credits, so far as I can tell, that pertain to the American release. This is all the Japanese release, which was the year earlier, but I want to find out who wrote the credits. So we don't know. So let's read Fighter Destiny 2. It has been both given the seal of quality. So congrats to them for that. And it has also been rated by the ESRB. So it's got everything you could ever need here to know that it's a real game. Fighters, meet your destiny. Fighters from around the world train all their lives for this opportunity. This is your destiny, your chance to try your skills against the best in the world, to learn from the master, and to win global martial arts fame. A little bit of a run-on sentence, but true martial arts tournaments drama. Fighter Destiny 2 packs more excitement than any fighting game you've ever seen. We should bring that back in manuals. In the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation era, manuals would constantly talk about how much better their game was than every other game, which is like, chill out a little. I already bought the game. Every match is a fierce and unpredictable competition to earn enough points for a win. With a well-timed, relentless attack, you can quickly obliterate your opponent, but don't take anything for granted in the ring. Fighters can make surprise comebacks with powerful throws, counterattacks, and single-hit knockdowns. Let's zoom in. This is real small, isn't it? I remember listening to the Flashback podcast. They were talking about how throws are extremely powerful, but can also be teched. So I don't know if that's the case in this game as well. Global cast of characters. Meet the finest fighters. I mean, true, these fighters are so fine. Meet the finest fighters. We gotta say fine again. That was like a 90s thing. We gotta bring back fine. We gotta bring back the bomb, obviously. Fat, P-H-A-T. These are the terms that we need to bring back. And learn the different fighting styles from all four corners. And then people are saying like Delulu these days, and Zaddy, and like Riz. And I just don't think that those words meet the moment the way that the bomb did and Fat did. So I think we need to bring those back. Meet the fighters, they're fine. Everybody loves to play a game with some fine fighters in it, and you're in luck if you're playing Fighter Destiny 2. They come from all four corners of the earth. Begin with a choice of 11 fighters. As you become more accomplished, you unlock a bonus cast of special characters. Spectacular fighting techniques with clear scoring rules. That's kind of cool, yeah. So there's different rules to how this works. I have not played the game, but as I understand it, it's not just like a life bar. There's rules. There's things you have to achieve in the game to win. It sounds like getting started. We know how to do that. Boy, do we know how to turn on a Nintendo 64, don't we, folks? Accessories and save options. Without the controller pack, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You cannot restart Fighter's Arena with a character saved to your controller pack. You have to continue from the place in the arena where your character left off. Otherwise, your character would be able to hoard new skills without advancing very far in the arena. That's pretty smart. Good to know. Okay, there's the Nintendo 64 controller. One of the best, certainly better than the Saturn controller. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. This is all good information. I'm glad they put it in there, but we're not going to read that. We're going to continue to go until we get to the character bios, because that's what I'm here for. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm trying to make sure we can get out of here on time. Lower attack. By the way, so yes, if you want to know how to play this game, you're in luck. The manual will tell you how to play every component of this game. Here we are. Saeki from Japan. Let's meet Saeki. This young warrior seeks someday to be a master. One look at his upper body shows that he's dedicated himself to strength training. F in the chat for Saeki. One look at his upper body shows that he's dedicated himself to strength training. He has also worked hard to develop quickness and agility. In fact, many of his attacks, like Mach Hook, Mach Punch, and the devastating special attack Mach Buster, are named after Mach 1, the speed of sound. So there you go. Strong and fast. Ripped and fine. They weren't lying. The fighters are fine. You have Adriana from Brazil. Adriana learned her skills dancing in the Brazilian Carnival. She brings a colorful samba dance style into the ring, converting flashy dance moves into punishing judo techniques. Opponents beware her special attack throws. You and I and the burning summer and Sun's hug. The last thing they remember is a beautiful dance. You and I and the burning summer. Fantastic. A little climate change reference there. That's good to know. Sun's hug. I feel like a lot of us are feeling that these days. You and I and the burning summer. I can't even begin to imagine what that move looks like. We've got Abdul from Mongolia. This is a fighting game. All these characters are going to be a little bit problematic, I guess. Abdul comes from a long line of Mongolian warriors dating back to the great Kublai Khan. Excuse me. Don't underestimate him because of his rounded body shape. He's skilled in strange and obscure moves developed in contemplation of heaven, hell, and the creeping creatures on the earth. Among Abdul's strange powers are the ability to throw fireballs and a deadly headbutt or reel called Trepang Heaven. Tough stuff. Tough stuff. We got Federico from Italy. This scientific genius has cooked up some deadly moves in his fight laboratory. We just call that the gym. In his research into inflicting pain, he has developed an impressive catalog of punishing moves. He takes his opponents to school with his Dragon Riser knockdown skill and his electrical special skill, Plasma Heel Break. It's a good name. We got D-Dog. D-Dog is a funky fresh basketball star who was banned from the sport for unnecessary roughness to the extreme. His most vicious moves include the blasphemy chop, the stomp, and the dreaded hammer knuckle. D-Dog uses his height, speed, and power to slam dunk his opponents. I love the blasphemy chop. It could be anything. The blasphemy chop, that is this is a what's his name? Who is the basketball player? I cannot believe I'm blanking on his name right now. He colored his hair. He was on the Pistons, then he was on the Bulls. I cannot believe I'm blanking on this right now. Anyway, there he is. He's in the game. Kate, Great Britain. Kate Britton. Bored with the life of a supermodel, Kate has taken to the ring with a stunning style. She mixes a mean cocktail blend of upper and lower attacks. Try the spinning cocktail counter technique or the earth cocktail knockdown to give your opponent a permanent hangover. They've had fun with these. Ninja. Everyone else gets a name. This guy's just a ninja. He's from Japan. The ninja warrior has dedicated his very soul to becoming a human fighting machine. Like any ninja, he is cloaked in dark mystery and possessed of secret powers. His knockdown skills are the mysterious explosive Mind Palm and the powerful Sumuji. By using the startling magic of the art of transform, he can instantly switch positions with his opponent. There you go. Ninja is a Twitch streamer too. That's right. You got to start here again. Never give up. Years and years and years of grinding. You may too go from being a fighting game character to a Twitch streamer. There's nothing better than it. Here's Zieg, who's from Germany. Just a normal-looking German guy. Part man, part machine. This hulking brute is a blue mountain of destructive power. Zieg is not the quickest fighter, but his blows land with incredible force. He enjoys pummeling his opponents into the Piori state, so he can give them a ride to dreamland with his giant swing special technique. I don't know what the Piori state is, but I don't know if I like how this is written. He enjoys pummeling his opponents into the Piori state, so he can give them a ride to dreamland. So they're talking about the refractory period here afterwards with his special technique. So congrats to Zieg. Be very careful. We don't know where he's been. We've got Pierre from I don't know what I'm talking about. We got Pierre from France. Pierre loves to freak out his opponents. That was the thing that made me want to read this manual. He trained as a circus tumbler, but he prefers making other people tumble. That's clever. I like that. He surprises his opponents with acrobatic spins, flips, and somersaults with crazy attacks. Pierre's transform technique, LL or ZZ, inflates his nose and increases his attack power. If he uses transform 6 times, his nose explodes and his power drops down to normal. My God. My God. Somebody online was saying that this is the guy from Balatro, and I believe it. I feel like there's probably a Joker card in Balatro where the nose expands 6 times and then pops, and then your multiplier goes back down to 0 or something. We got Dixon from Great Britain. We got Kate and Dixon from Great Britain. I wonder if they know each other. This British street punk. It's a great impression. Not offensive at all. This British street punk don't mean a reason to fight. Hey, oi. He just likes it. Sorry. Anger is the energy behind his vicious knockdown skill. Anger is the color of his energy. I'm a negative creep and angry fist. His special attack, Heal a Million, Kill a Million, is a merciless skull-cracking display of pure rage. Then we've got Mei Ling from China, who hopefully has a better outlook on things. She's a polite China girl. Jesus. Okay. I think we say Chinese. Mei Ling is a... Jesus Christ. I'm only here to read what the manual says, not comment. Mei Ling is a polite China girl who has crafted delicate skills of crushing power. With the grace of a swan and the speed of a hummingbird, she teaches her opponents a lesson in good manners. Mei Ling shows off her swiftness and grace with knockdown skills like the beautiful spiral jump and the lightning-fast Tenka Kuhosho. Thank you, Mei Ling. McMahon, I feel like Pierre would also moonlight at Knott's Berry Scary Farm. Yeah, that's true. Yep, and that's true. Darren Hupke, when Mei Ling gets knocked down, she gets up again. You're never going to keep her down. So we've got anger is the color of Dixon's energy, and Mei Ling is additional fighters. I'm not going to finish that thought. I got additional fighters. They appear throughout the game to challenge you. You can earn the right to assume the identity of each of these special characters from the character select screen, but first you have to prove yourself worthy by completing certain difficult ordeals for each. Moo is a cool-headed, milk-gulping cow who will test your endurance in the rodeo option of Record Attack and in Fighter's Arena. I love Moo. Moo is a cool-headed, milk-gulping cow. Then we got Cherry. This trashy, flashy fighter is no lady. You'll fight her in the fastest section of Record Attack. Her obnoxious style will also plague you throughout Fighter's Arena mode. Huh. Okay. So I think this is where we move to Master and see what Master has to tell us. Again, this is the first time I'm reading this thing, so you never know what you're going to see. The Master oversees your development as a fighter. You get a chance to fight him in Fighter's Arena mode, and if you're good enough, in the fastest section of Record Attack. You got Samurai. Will help you learn your moves in practice mode. When you meet him again in Record Attack and Fighter's Arena, he won't be quite so friendly. This Samurai is a tough and ruthless fighter. Fighter, barely know her. That's right. Fabian is a French medieval evil knight with an elegant fencing style fighting technique. He is the last challenge in Versus Computer and will test you in Record Attack and Fighter's Arena as well. So, lots of different ways to play, lots of different characters to play as, some more questionable than others. But there's lots you can do. No matter what number you spun on the roulette wheel, your character will stop on reaching a master's checkpoint. I think this game has a really interesting texture. I was going to say texture, structure to it. So maybe I do have to play this game because it seems kind of neat. And this manual is 40 pages long. Don't worry. We're almost there. I don't think there's anything else there. You can see Sieg here. Sieg. Guten Tag, my friend from Germany. Technical support, if you have any questions, you can email them at support@southpeak.com, or you can call them at 1-888-774-6918 from Friday at 8 a.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. So kind of hosed if you're playing this game on a Friday night you're in California, but these folks are based in Cary, North Carolina, so you can go see them at One Research Drive. So go do it, I guess. I presume it's a video game studio there and not a dialysis center, as is the case with so many places. So 1999 and 2000 here in the United States. Thank you to the fighters of Fighter Destiny 2. And thank you more so to everybody here in chat. Meep is here. Thank you for popping in. Good to see you. Apologies, as again I said earlier, for the ads. Apologies for the ads. But yes, I had a good time. Ads notwithstanding. Darren Hupke, thank you for the subscription. Again, I truly don't know what any of this means, so now I'm really scared to find out what it means. But go do yourself a... Yes, so, Darren Hupke, this one, Fighter's Destiny 1, is Fighter's Destiny, but I believe it's got an apostrophe at the end of the S, so I think it's a plural possessive. But for whatever reason, Fighter Destiny 2 is just Fighter. Again, I'm assuming that's down to some sort of licensing thing or a dispute with Konami. Flashback 64 is right. It don't make no sense. But when you're playing a game that's as cool as Moo, the cool-headed, milk-chugging cow, milk-guzzling cow? I don't remember what it was. You know that you're in for the ride of your life. That's the famous slogan for Fighter Destiny 2. You know you're in for the ride of your life. Go enjoy these days of your life. I'm really struggling to... This is what happens with the migraine. Now it's starting to drop. So yeah, I actually don't. I'm not going to think Darren Hupke is asking an important question. Would a cow that produced milk, would you drink it? I think like you'd have to try it. right? I don't want to think about what the implications of that are in any capacity, much less in terms of like what happens to the milk as it continues to get recycled. If it's just the same milk going through you over and over and over again, what is its texture by the end? For instance, these are the questions I don't want to know the answer to. What is its texture? Does it become waterier or thicker? Does it become like a cheese by the end? Are you sort of like working with kind of like a brie situation by the end, or is it watery like a non-fat lactate? It's hard to say, but those are questions I don't want to think about or visualize. So I'm not going to visualize drinking my own milk. I'm going to wish everybody a great Wednesday. I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to blame this particular stretch of the show on the migraine. So I'm going to go take some medicine. Let's get a fuck you in the chat. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you in a good way. We did it. F in the chat. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody. Genuinely appreciate it as always. Have a good one. F you, everybody. Bye. Let's go to the Road Blaster outro. Intro. It's still the intro, but you know it. You get the context. Here we go. Bye-bye. Wait. Is anybody still here? Is anybody still here? I knew I forgot to do something. I completely forgot. Is anybody still here? Okay. Yep. Okay. Meep. Yes. Oh my God. People are still here. Okay. I forgot to do the game giveaway. Stupid ass. That's me. It was Road Blaster time, so we had to watch it. That's why we have it, just in case. That's like an unsend. That's like the unsend email feature in Gmail. This is like that. So I keep the Road Blaster theme so that if I forgot something, I can pop back in and maybe somebody's still watching. Let's do a video game giveaway. Okay, so the game is Death's Door. I guess I'll ask, obviously, if you already have it, maybe I would request a recusal just so that folks can have a chance. It is on Steam, is where I have it. Okay, so Darren Hupke, you can still play. I actually don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't thought this through at all yet. So let's go ahead and figure out what a good process will be for doing this. I have an idea. Give me a second. You're going to be disappointed in the idea, though, because I've done it before. We're going to figure out whose birthday is soonest. Whose birthday is coming up next in Street Fighter 2? We've done this before, but it's been long enough that I don't remember when any of the birthdays are. So happy birthday, Ryu, in advance. If it's Ryu, I'm going to be real mad at myself. Street Fighter 2. Oh, given away. It's Death's Door. Death's Door is what it's called. Let me send Death's Door. If I just keep saying it, that'll do this for me. Now, don't take a look at the price. It is on sale, and if you don't win, I strongly suggest buying it. But pretend that I'm giving this away at an extreme cost to myself, extreme like emotional and financial burden, and that's what matters. Okay, so just pretend that that's the case. It's a fantastic game. It's a great game. So Street Fighter 2. The characters in Street Fighter 2 here that we have at our disposal are, and we're going to be basically who has the nearest upcoming birthday. Okay, nearest upcoming birthday. Is it Ryu? Is it E Honda? Is it Blanca? Is it Guile? Is it Ken? Is it Chun-Li? Is it Zangief? Or is it Dhalsim? Nearest upcoming birthday. Today is July 9th. July 9th. Nearest upcoming birthday. First person to guess right wins the game. Shenlong, you You. Space Astrocat says Ryu. Any other guesses? I'm going to give folks E Honda, says Flashback Pod. Zangief. We're getting all sorts of good folks here. We're getting all sorts of good folks. Meep, or if you're still there, do you wanna guess? You're welcome to have a chance if you're still there. I'm gonna count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The winner of the game giveaway. The winner of a copy of Death's Door on Steam at great emotional, physical, financial burden to me is Space Astrocat. Congratulations, Space Astrocat. You did it. You have... What is this? There's like a cheer. I can't cheer in my own channel. What am I doing? Let's give a big FU in celebration to Space Astrocat. He was correct. It, in fact, is Ryu. Ryu is celebrating his birthday this month, in fact, on the 21st. So Ryu will be celebrating his, get this, 61st birthday. Ryu is turning 61 years old canonically on July 21st, 2025. Happy birthday, Ryu. Happy birthday, Ryu. Redeemed highlight my message. What does that mean? This is so weird. I don't understand what any of these things. Me too. I hope, though, I think he's sort of gone the RFK Jr. route with some of his more recent appearances. He's big. He's got some of the human growth hormone gut, the big muscle gut. So I'm hoping that he hasn't fallen into the wellness world, but he's there. So 4 years until he's eligible for Medicare. You better get on that one quick while it still exists. Although he's from Japan, they've got that for a long time. So date of birth, congratulations. Stay healthy, Ryu. Stay happy. Happy early birthday. We'll make sure to remember this on your birthday on the 21st. In the meantime, in the interim, happy birthday, Ryu. Space Astrocat, can I ask that you DM me somewhere and I'll send you a link so that my migraine brain doesn't make me forget. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. I really always do. Thanks for hanging around for another minute to do that, because that was a stupid mistake on my part. Now we can watch the Road Blaster thing, and now we're going to go. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.